Today, we're going to talk a little bit about what we do after you receive a Parkinson's diagnosis. Part of what we do here at Parkinson Association of Alberta is ensure that no one, and I mean no one, has to face a Parkinson diagnosis alone. Our team of client service coordinators from across this province will help you determine and figure out the best way forward for you and your family. So one of the things that I think people find a little hard to, maybe wrap their head around when they get a Parkinson diagnosis is that they had this idea in their brain of what Parkinson's disease was. First and foremost, an old person's disease. Or two, that maybe it looks a little bit more like Michael J. Fox. You're looking for a lot of movement. And that's not what you always see with Parkinson's. We liken Parkinson disease here in a Parkinson diagnosis to tiger stripes or fingerprints, right? There's no one way to have Parkinson's, to progress through Parkinson's disease. Everything from support groups, 43 of them across the province, running from in-person support groups to virtual ones to connect people from across the province in this great Parkinson community, to one-on-one and family support, from venting to having a conversation, to having a shoulder to lean on, to finding out information about supports and resources and services from government to community services that are available to you to help you and yours live well with Parkinson's disease. We had a group of ladies who had Parkinson's disease, and one, again, was new, and she was upset because making dinner for her family was her thing. That was her jam. That helped define her. And she was very upset because she couldn't peel potatoes anymore. So another lady who's had Parkinson's for a while said, "Oh, you know what I do? I grab one of those apple cores, put the potato on there, turn the little handle, I have peeled potatoes," which led to the larger discussion. Well, that's not how I've always done it. So what's the discussion there? Is it about how you make the mashed potatoes? Or is it about that you put mashed potatoes on the table? And that's kind of an example of how we get people to think and have that confidence in themselves again, that it's not necessarily about how you get there, it's that you're going to get there. It's giving people back solid ground. When you're here, you're family. We invite you in, we give you a safe place and a soft place to land. And be frustrated and be sad and be happy when you find your joy again. Watching the confidence level come back in people is probably one of the best things about this job. So to have a group of people in our client service coordinators, as well as a group of peers who understand what you're going through and how you're feeling, and to give you a safe space to have those conversations and to be frustrated, because at the end of the day, it's not really your loved one that you're frustrated at, it's a disease that nobody asked for, that nobody planned for, and that rocked your world too, that shook the ground under your feet as well. So our care partners are not alone either.